Hello everybody. It's been a while since I did a vlog, but to be fair, I did finish the car set video. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out on the YouTube channel. If you're inside the Twitch TV chat, !Archer, or what do we call it? ARACHYR. It will link to the official build for the car set for speed farming and stuff like that. Just so I can clarify real quick. A lot of people say Helltooth with Managuma is faster. I would like to disagree. Well, this is just my opinion, but if people, I know some people wonder why do you have so much cooldown reduction and why do you build it this way? Why not use it with Helltooth? My big thing is this: when I transform into that angry chicken and I come out of that chicken form and I explode, I just want to one-shot everything. And that's pretty much what it does. Is why I just sack a lot of cooldown reduction and I get in a lot of damage. Very rarely, when I come out of the chicken form, I have to actually set up and do more abilities and, then go back into another Hex Angry Chicken explosion. So if you guys watch that guide, the reason why I don't mess with Helltooth and Manajuma, I'm not saying it's bad. The big reason why I don't is because my thinking is this. Well, if you're just using the Helltooth Angry Chicken to get around, you come out of chicken form, it's not going to kill anything, or it's not doing the maximum damage potential. And then you cast firewalls to kill stuff, which is fine. But my thinking process was just, well, if I stack all the damage in the Hex Angry Chicken, when I come out of the explosion, it will just kill stuff. And that's why I do up to 8 to 10 build crits on elites. And about 2 to 3 on regular monsters. So that's why I opt to do that, if anybody was wondering out there, at least involving that build, and that's why I do it. But anyways, this is vlog number 9. Season started, last week of August? It was like the 3rd, 4th week, going on 4th week, something like that. And things are fairly interesting. Not too much going on. They still haven't rolled back the people that use their passive exploit, but I'm not too worried about it. Ranking, looks like somebody did 70 with the Witch Doctor. Barbs are 72, I imagine? Yep, 72. Let's check out Crusader, 65, and Demon Hunter, which is 66, and Monk, which I think it's 72, right? Yep, 72. And then a wizard should be 69? No, 68. Really not too much to this. The only thing everything is coming down to is gear. Once you get the gear, then, I guess you got to get your Hellfire Amulet. That's within the gear. I know that I got to do that next. And after that, getting to about Paragon level 700, 800. And then after that, the only thing you can really do is just get to a higher Paragon level to increase your base stats and, make yourself stronger so you do a little bit more damage. I imagine every 200 Paragon levels of pure base stats will allow you to try to push for another level. And I mean, at this point, it's just, I guess the thing I'm really sad about, it hasn't even really, been a month since Seasons came out, if I'm not wrong? Not even a month? And, I mean, we're all decked out. Like, I got pretty nasty gear, which would have been unheard of back in the day. Because we're gearing up so fast, and it's so easy to get all the gear that you want, and especially with Ancients and Good rules. I actually will show you guys real quick as I'm just getting through my stash and stuff. But the only thing I really need to do is just get the Hellfire Amulet, and then after I get the Hellfire Amulet, just make push attempts. But I really don't want to make push attempts till I'm at least 700. I know if I'm 700, I could probably get up to like 68 if I really want to go crazy. I don't know how many keys it is. I got about 200 Rift keys, so I'm sure you're able to hit up to at least 68 when I push the Greater Rifts, get my gems leveled up. And, anything beyond that, I probably need to get my Paragon a little bit higher and get the Hellfire Amulet, then I can push even higher. But overall, I have to say, for a 4-month season, they're really not leaving much for us to do. Because I feel that the pacing is way too fast. People are gearing up too quickly. Things are too easy to do. It's just, for me, in my personal opinion, they really need to condense seasons down a little bit more. Or they need to look into it or something, because the rate at which we're getting completely decked out in gear is alarmingly, it's not even alarming, it's ridiculously fast. I'm about to show you right now. I'm about to switch out to my Hell2 set, because I'm going to be making some attempts with that today. Either I'll be running in groups. I'll be either running in groups, or today I'll be doing I'm not running in groups, I'll be simply pushing for greater risk. But I think I'm just going to be in some greater risk groups today, push to 700. And then sometime this weekend, get my Hellfire Amulet finished because that needs to get done. And then go from there, just based on the situation and how things are going. And then I can start making my attempts to push the greater rift system. Because I hate the greater rift system. It's pretty garbage right now with the mob density. And granted, everybody has to deal with that. But I mean, I just hate the amount of fishing you have to do. And just the silliness that entails. And like it just entails. It's really bad. The amount you have to fish to get a successful rift. But I mean, everybody has the same problem. But it doesn't mean that anybody has to necessarily like it. Let me see. Bane of the Trap. Got my Bane of the Stricken here. And the reason why I want, like I said, this has only been like a couple weeks, and I haven't even played like 16, 17, 18 hours like some people every day. I've been averaging about, maybe about 6 to 8 hours a day for seasons. Everything's pretty much decked out in Ancient. Like, I got a pretty much perfect Scrimshaw, pretty high. Base damage ruled, only 4 off from the max. I wish I could have 10% damage, but I mean, it has almost max damage for the Zombie Charger. As you can see, pretty much damn near perfect Scrimshaw. And like I said, I'm not saying this to brag or anything, it's just how the season's going. I could have got a better Henry's Prequisition. I'll probably look for that one that has 80% damage mitigation. But I mean, look at that. I mean, the stats are pretty. I mean, it's Ancient. It's on point. I mean, you can see how crazy that is. For the boots, Ancient again, Acid Cloud damage. I don't know if I really do need that because I'm not using really Acid Cloud in the build, but I might need to. I'm using Soul Harvest instead. Pants are pretty crazy, and the crazy thing about the boots is they have the 2-yard pickup radius. The pants have the 2-yard pickup radius because I rerolled that. And we got the Belt of Transcendent here, that's Ancient. Let me get the other, let's see, that's Restraint. Let me get my other focus, that's pretty decent. I could get a better focus, so I'll be working on that. My gloves are pretty much on point. Now, these are the new gloves I got, and the difference between these and the other ones is that these have the 2-yard pickup radius, so I mean, that's just definitely something I want to use because that 2-yard pickup radius makes up for the fact we're not using Thing of the Deep and we're running the Cat because it gives us a huge amount of damage mitigation. So probably go back and get that 41% up to about 45 or higher. We'll have to wait and see. Chest is the same thing. Oh, well, no. I haven't got the chest yet. No, actually, yeah, I just did get the chest. It has 2-yard pickup radius. This is a new chest I got. Doesn't have Vitality on it. So I'm kind of weighing my options. I'm like, well, should I really worry about that or not? This one has Vitality. See, that doesn't have the 2-yard pickup radius, but I think I'd rather have the 2-yard pickup radius. And it still has armor. It doesn't have Vitality, which sucks. But, you know, I think I can make an exception, especially for that 2-yard pickup radius. So I'll keep looking for more of these until I'm actually able to get one that has Int Vitality, get my Wall of Death damage, and the 2-yard pickup radius. Because like I said, you need all the pickup radius you can get when you're not running Thing of the Deep, because it does make a pretty substantial difference. Mostly for the, the Grave Injustice, and then which I'm going to get in my Hellfire Amulet, and then also the Swamplands Attunement as well. That's going to be pretty important as well too. I'll get the higher Wall of Death damage later as well. Getting another Helltooth Mask with the Acid Cloud damage and Acid Cloud damage and crit. I don't know if I'll really need that. We'll have to wait and see. And then, like I said, this is pretty decent right here. I got to re-roll this again. That has 1-yard pickup radius. So I'm going to have to go ahead and see if I can get Wall of Death on the shoulders, which I'm sure I'll have no problem getting. But, like, I'm getting to the point where I'm looking for pieces that are ancient that have the pickup yard radius, which is like really kind of crazy how fast I was going for that. Normally, like last season, you'd be happy to have all ancient after a month, right? But now it's like within 2-3 weeks. Now you're looking for perfect ancient rolls with everything that you want. And I mean, look, that got 100% increased damage, fire, and vitality crit. I mean, it's just ludicrous how fast we are gearing up. And that necklace was pretty okay, but I could do a little bit better. So I mean, that's currently what I'm working on right now. There's not much else to work on. I mean, once you get that finished, I mean, I'm at a point right now where it's going to eventually just end up being Paragon levels that make the difference, and then how much you're willing to fish. I got almost up to 200 keys, so I should be able to push up to 68. We'll see how that goes. See if we can get to Paragon level 700, and then start making the push. And then after that, it's just going to be, who wants to keep getting the Paragon levels to make the attempts for pushing higher levels and what have you not. I mean, that's pretty much what's going on. Not much else to seasons. I think that's the only issue. Like I said, they really haven't dealt with the people who did use the exploit at this point. I don't think it's going to matter anyway, or it's going to make much of a difference. They were kind of too slow on it, and I heard they're going to be bringing, maybe next week, Tuesday, they're going to bring some patch changes. Maybe they might implement some rollbacks to certain people, but I don't know. I don't think Blizzard's going to be worrying about that too much. You know, in all honesty, I really hope they scale back the seasons to 3 months and then maybe have a month break where we just maybe have a little mini race or something like how PoE does. They do have a very good season and stuff like that. The only thing that really people complain about in whatchamacallit, in the only things people are complaining about in the forums is season exclusives are hurting non-season experience, which I don't think they do. Somebody's going off on Blizzard typing something really crazy. Bounties are not fun to play. Well, duh. Yeah. Somebody made a whole post about leaderboards in Paragon, how that's going to make a significant difference, which I do believe it will. Season 4 ruin for Witch Doctor players. I don't think it's really ruined. I just think we're lagging the shit. So, I mean, they got to deal with that. Frozen is out of control. Not for Witch Doctors. We'll just spirit walk out of it. I'm not too worried about that. And that's about it. GRs are 90% low density cave hallways. Yeah, I believe that's pretty terrible right now as too, and they have to kind of deal with that as well. But like I said, man, it's just after I get my Hellfire Amulet and I perfect some certain Hellfire Amulet pieces, what it's going to come down to eventually is sorry about that. What it's going to actually come down to is just going to be strictly Paragon levels. So that's not going to be fun for the next 3 months. It's just Paragon grinding. So hopefully by end of the season I can be about 1,500. That'd be nice. I don't really think I will be. I think I might be. I know I'll hit 1,000 or higher. I think I might hit 1,100 or 1,200. But I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So it'll be a lot of interesting to see how Blizzard's going to handle things in a couple weeks. Some guys are averaging so many hours per day, like they're averaging like 20 hours a day since the beginning of seasons, which is kind of suspect. The exploit system, baiting the stricken snapshotting, and the phishing. So hopefully Blizzard gets ahead of this. Don't know if they will, but I mean, like I said, every couple of days. I haven't updated recently for my vlogs because I've been doing a lot of other stuff. Got the cards videos done, so check those out if you guys haven't seen those yet. I just uploaded them the other day, but yeah, man, I hope they get their stuff together this season. We'll have to wait and see. But outside of that, man, I'll see you guys in another couple days. Hopefully I can get the Hellfire Amulet situated by then and then start pushing and get myself the, like I said, by end of the weekend, Paragon level 700, and then get myself a good Hellfire Amulet, and then start pushing Monday, and then we'll go from there, and then I'll push every week. Probably have a day where I farm nothing but keys, maybe 1 or 2 days. Have it a couple days where I push nothing but greater rifts, and then the rest of the time will just be pretty much just farming for Paragon levels until the end of the season, or until I go crazy or hang myself. So, see you guys in the next vlog. Appreciate you guys watching. You always support on YouTube and Twitch and all that good stuff. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next vlog. Take it easy.